on a G8. What's up YouTube? Welcome back to the CAR-NIVORES YouTube channel, and today I got something personally very special. I bought one of my dream cars. 2009 Pontiac G8 GT. I have absolutely loved these cars since they first came out, and I have always wanted one since I was in high school. I graduated in 09, so yeah, always wanted one of these. If I was to ever choose a dad car, this would be my dad car. But G8s are weird if you don't know. They were only made for 2 years, and then Pontiac went under, so they're actually really rare. So yeah, basically I paid $12,500 for it, which is it's not really a deal. I didn't get a steal like I usually try, but it was enough. It was a fair price. This car has 134,000 miles on it now. I had 133 when I first got it. It's been about a month of ownership, you know, kind of driving it, making sure everything's great, figuring out what the problems are, etc., etc. And I found a few things here and there, but nothing major at all. Just little things that, for a guy like me that usually drives shit boxes, you know, I'm expecting, even though it is an 11-year-old car, to function perfectly, because this is the lowest miles car I've ever driven. It even has AC, and you know, this is the first car that I've owned that had functioning AC. So this is new. This is a new experience for me. So far, I am extremely happy. The car drives exactly the way that I want it to, like fucking great, and it has a decent amount of power. 6-liter LS2 V8. It already has a aftermarket exhaust. It's not a simple one, nothing special. It already has a cold air intake, and it's already window tinted a lot. It is dark, so that's got to change here soon. But anyway, as you can see, the swamp house has already made its mark on this car, and hopefully soon I will be getting it detailed to see if I'll be getting a professional detail to see if it can stand up to the swamp house, especially during the fucking fall, you know. But anyway, let me dive into some of the quirks of this car and what I like about it and what may need to change over time, or maybe what plans I have for it. But for now, it's going to be a daily. It's not supposed to be, I'm not going to be camming this or anything like that, but it's going to be my daily. Because the Camaro has only been sitting like this for a few weeks, and it looks like it has been abandoned for years. Look at this thing. I mean, this is a fully running and driving car, y'all. I was driving this every day. Anyway, back to the start of the show. Alright, so first let's start with the exterior. The previous owners, I don't know, started with this black and white scheme. I actually really dig it. I've always wanted to do black and white, so I'm gonna maintain that. So like, they have the black vents, which are apparently very expensive. The badge is black, etc., etc. There's no bad damage or anything like that. This is definitely one of the nicest cars I've ever driven. There was previously some kind of incident here that got fixed, and then there was an incident back here and that was fixed too. And then I think, if I remember correctly, there was one paint streak, but that's not important to me, especially for a guy that drives shit boxes. But yeah, not much going on the exterior other than it's pretty clean, or it was clean until it got here. And yeah, I'm gonna keep the black and white, or the white car with black accents. So these are not the stock rims. These are a baser model stock rims. I'm not 100% sure yet, but basically the previous owner went and bought these because this car came with the aluminum 5 stars, which I'll put a clip here of those. And those are 19s, these are 18s, these were black, those are aluminum, and the tires are a lot cheaper for these. So when he needed new tires, he decided to buy rims and go to get the cheaper tires. Just as good, obviously, and just handles as good, as just they're 18s instead of 19s. But those were included in the price of the car, so I have those also. Another thing that I know that's going to happen immediately is these chrome trim. I will probably vinyl wrap these, so that'll be something new to do. Vinyl wrap all of that black to match everything else. So because the chrome, although it's not that bad, it just kind of pops, and I'd rather just have the whole scheme going together well, you know what I mean? But yeah, they also have the black badges, the black spoiler, so that's really nice. And you know, I had to rep the carnivores, you know. By the way, stickers coming soon, official logo, so keep a lookout for that. Yeah, everything works, which is weird for me. I did have to replace the tail light bulbs because they were blown out in different ways on both sides. That was a really easy fix. And yeah, that's about it. Like, it's weird. There's nothing wrong with it. So, I mean, it's got some rock chips, you know. That's it though. So I'm happy about it. Of course, I'm filming, and my neighbor is getting his fucking house leaf blowed. So sorry if it's loud. I need to do what I gotta do, so fuck it. All right, so interior, let's start with the door. I don't really know, haven't done any research yet, and this may even be technically an exterior thing, but the drain holes down at the bottom of the doors, when it rains and I drive the car, I can hear water in the doors. And then to get the water out, I usually have to open the door and let it drain. It's really odd. I need to do more research and make sure like that's not like a huge issue, and see if there's a quick remedy for that. It's probably clogged or something, but the water still comes out. It just takes forever, you know. But that's one quirk about this car. All right, so in the interior, everything works fine. There's a couple of wear and tear things, like right here. Sometimes the glove box doesn't close all the way, but that's okay. Yeah, all the gauges work, everything works, AC works. It came with a stereo system, so it still has all of the amps, and I don't know, whatever, I'm not a stereo guy. Anyway, so I plan on getting a sub and you know, wiring it up to that. The speakers are, I don't know if it has something to do with this setup, but these speakers kind of suck, and I think that one is going out, and this one, I don't even know if it really works like at all. So that's in the works, because if I'm gonna drive, I'm gonna have a daily that actually functions. I'm gonna want to listen to music and stuff, so I plan on you know, getting a stereo system and then putting a sub in the back. And yeah, I mean, it's a little underwhelming in here because it's, you know, it's stock, everything works. Like, I don't know, it's weird not having, I mean, look, that's a cup holder. I mean, look at that. So yeah, it's a real daily driver. I don't really know. I wish I had Bluetooth, but it's a 2009, so I have to use a AUX cord, and using that is okay. It's just sometimes, like when the wire moves weird, you know, you can hear that in the speakers or whatever. But that's really it. Like I said, the AC works, the radio works, everything works. I feel like I'm spoiled. So yeah, I guess I should drive it. All right, so this car is an automatic. The only way to get a manual G8 is to either swap it or to buy a GXP that came with a manual option. I don't have GXP money, so that is why I do not have one, and I may or may not manual swap this car. I'm not sure yet. I'm kind of enjoying cruising in an automatic, but on top of that, I fucking hate automatics. So this automatic transmission is all right. I mean, it is 11 years old, so I can't hate on it too much, but it does some weird wonky stuff every now and then, and it gets better as it warms up. When I want to go fast, it is kind of dumb, but that's a combination of the DOD system, which is the cylinder shutdown system, which most people delete. I don't know if I'm going to delete it yet because it is still just a daily. I don't plan on tracking this car, or if I do, it'll be because the vet isn't ready or something like that, so I might do it for fun. But yeah, this car is just my cruiser, in case I actually find someone who loves me and have kids or something like that. I don't know if you can hear this, but the tires are really loud. I don't know why. It's maybe because they're Firestones. No hate on Firestone. I just haven't driven on them since I was a child. And the Michelins that I have on the Vet and the Sumitomos that I have on the Camaro do not make all this noise. So yeah, it shifts all right. It shifts pretty good. No issues there. The only thing driving wise that I have to work on is I went and got an alignment because it was pulling to the left a little bit, but turns out that the alignment was mostly fine. It was just the back right passenger side wheel that needed a little bit less camber. But what's going on is, apparently it's a common problem in these cars where the caster angle gets off on one side, and you know, see, like, it goes wherever it wants to go, kind of. Sometimes it's very darty. It handles, I mean, it handles great, but like, it's super responsive. So I won't be fucking texting and driving this car at all. Well, you shouldn't be anyway, but I definitely won't be eating or, you know, being too distracted in this car, which kind of sucks because it is supposed to be a cruiser, you know, and you want to be comfortable, you want to be chill. It's like, I think the fix is supposed to be some caster plates, because I'm running 7.0 on the passenger side and 6.5 on this side, which you're supposed to be within 0.5 of each other, but it's still extremely noticeable while I'm driving. But it's not a killer of the car, you know what I mean? And it's not really the car's fault. Over time, cars lose alignment, and that's just life. The seats are, they get the job done. For an 11-year-old car, I probably will want to look into something that hugs me a little bit more, since I'm used to that now because of the other two cars, the Camaro and the Vet. So that's something that I might be looking into. So let me see if I can get some clear roads to get a little bit of a nice accelerating pull to give you a taste of what it's like to drive a GT. All right. The car is decently warm, so let's put the windows down. So yeah, that was about 20 to 100. And it gets up and goes, man. Once it finally, once it finally gets those all 8 cylinders on, man, it's gone. I would like to compare the Vet in this, because this is about a 3,800 pound car. It does not feel like it, man. Like, it looks decently sized outside, but when you get in here, there's so much space. Like, I've never had this much space. And the guy that has a 740i sitting in his yard. Anyway, but yeah, it drives really nice. I am not mad at it at all. It is almost oil change time, so I should probably stop fooling around. But I cannot ask for anything more, man. I am so satisfied with this purchase. And like I said, 12.5. Every time someone gets in an accident in one of these cars, which is every single day, the value of these cars go up. I don't care about value. I bought this car for about what I wanted to buy it for, and I'm gonna drive the shit out of it because this is what I've always wanted as my 4-door daily, and I managed to do it. So live your dreams, folks. Not too shabby. The G8 culture, the holding culture, is nice. Joining a few Facebook groups, they're definitely not as toxic as the Corvette groups. And yeah, I don't know if, you know, I should probably say this, but these cars were built in Australia. These are Australian designed and made cars. So this is an Australian market vehicle. So they liked big rear-wheel drive V8 cars that handle like race cars, and that's what this is, because they have the V8 Supercar Challenge out there, which I absolutely fucking love, which is probably one of the reasons why I've always wanted one of these. But so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and head back home and close out this video, because I can't think of anything else to talk about at all, because it works. It's great. It's a fantastic car. I feel bad for anyone who decided not to buy one of these, you know? All right, so I made it back home. The GoPro died while I was driving. So anyway, yeah, what do you think? I love it. It is absolutely amazing. It's unbelievable that this is a car that I've always wanted, and now I actually have it, and it's everything I wanted it to be. So yeah, this adventure is going to be a good one. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Come join us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and yeah, you know the schmeal. It's time to eat. Y'all have a good one.